Yes, yes. It's kind of windy here today, but we got to keep it going. So, I remember when the energies came down upon me. And it's the energies of the elements. It come down upon all of us. The thing is that sometimes we don't have our magnetic field aligned, meaning our magnetic field protect us, and it grows us, and it stops a lot of different things from happening. But it's not absolute. At a point in your life, you have a evolution that takes place within you. This is when you have this energy in you. We'll keep it simple as like the chi energy or the yin and yang. We call it also the Shakti energy. It's like it comes in different levels to it. And so you always have these expansions that take place within your psyche and your mind and your physical body to cause a biochemistry reaction. This now is like we only know about the nervous system. The nervous system only renders us to measure certain degrees of our physical world, but it don't give us an absolute measurement of the whole physical world without the spiritual underlying of it. And I'm not saying spiritual in the sense of like some old theory. I'm saying in the sense of we have what's called sympathetic energies too. And these sympathetic energies is tied in with your cannabinoid system, which is like an invisible psychic system that the Jews and everybody had started wording now as your Sephiroth, the tree of life. It's the tree of life is composed of what's called the chakra system. The chakra system got 13, you could say, chakras to it, where each one having 4 sub-levels in it. They're spread out, yes, brother. They're spread out all over your body, but they have mostly the ones we know about, which is the 7, as not just a basic standard, but also it's a decoy, so you won't be able to activate all 13. It's like everything. It's really 13 is the secret number that they don't want you to know. It's 13 planets. It's 13 to everything, but they give you 12 so it won't work. It's really 13 hours. It's really 13 everything. So when you do the adding up of the minutes, you'll figure it out. Well, anyway, now, this chakra system, it lays dormant inside of us for a long time. And as we start acquiring intelligence, we start to leave our lower stomach. From we're first born perfect using all 3 sensory organs. These chakras' main sensory organ is connected to the pineal, the heart, and the stomach. In kids, the sex gland don't count, so we can't add that in until they hit puberty, and that's when the rest of the stuff shut down, and only the root chakra opens for a quick second before you have the root chakra close back up, and now you have energy blockages. And what we call energy blockages is whatever you're doing, it's because you have energy blockages making you do that. So we wouldn't look at energy blockage in your sexual area as you don't want to have sex, you're not sexually active, I have energy blockage down there. Nope, it's the opposite. When you have energy blockage down there in your vaginal area or your sex area, it makes you very, very sexually active. It makes you very, very impulsive and promiscuous. It makes you very, very playful and, alluring and everything, and look more towards your looks, your features, trying to win in that game because it's a competitive edge. Everybody out here is sexually blocked and don't realize it. When you're not sexually blocked, you wouldn't desire sex. Sex is constantly happening inside of you. It's like you be walking and all of a sudden it's like you're having an orgasm. You feel tingling sensation in your stomach. Men's, they just get hard for no reason. This is fullness in ourselves. But I'm not gonna say men don't. Men's is exempt from that part because their biological makeup don't have them just walking around having, little sexual things unless they have been deprived and they still repressing their lower sexual desires and haven't fulfilled them. Then you will get all those funny stuff. But for men, all you got to do is go, everything you always wanted to try and fantasize about it, go do it. Once you do it, you ain't going to have that in you no more. But until you go do it, it's always going to be a fantasy, and you're never going to have a good life. You might even get older and mature, pass that out, and your dream woman come in your life, and she's like, baby, what's your fantasy? I want to give it to you for your birthday. You like, 2 women. She's like, oh, really? All right, next day her stuff is packed and she's gone. That's who you are, really. So you got to watch your behavior. If you got those now, it's best to get those impulses out your life. Those is all energy blockages, or your energy's calling out for you to pay them attention. And once you do that, you will see that whatever the issue is, you want to resolve it. You can't deny it. You can't use the religious way or the government way by saying abstinence without first satisfaction. Once you're satisfied, then you can seek out those higher levels of abstinence or whatever, because you have to purify yourself from within by actually looking within to see who you are and touching bases with them. It's like spirits or demons. A demon only siphon energy, such as a succubus, if you don't know if he's there on you, and you will act out thinking it's you, but it's really him, so he's feeding. But once you know he exists, or you're conscious of your impulsive ways, it goes away. Because there's no energy being siphoned to it. That space is gone. And energy blockage is good. And now you go back to stillness. A perfect person would be more still than anything with all their energy flowing, because they're feeding. Their energy is just circulating, coming through the crown, going out through the bottom of the feet, grounding into the earth's core, and coming back up, making the macabre spin under his feet. You can take gravity from underneath you if you don't want the rest of it now through your breathing, by changing the rhythm of your heartbeat. It's kind of crazy. A lot of us can't weather that in our nervous system, much less in the psychic system. While that's going on now, the kundalini feel like a snake is coming around you. So all of a sudden, it's like somebody go boom, and you just jump, and your heart rate is now. Aside from your heart rate going down, you feel nervous. Everything start making you uncomfortable. If you walk into a room of people right now, you can literally feel what they're saying. Thought become forms of energy sequences. That's algorithms that you read. So as you walk through, it's like you floating through waves of thought forms. And these now give you an understanding of how the kundalini side of it works. That's the psychic kundalini coming. So it don't just stop with that first stage. That's the awareness. Then come next weird phenomenons, such as you get emotional and want to cry for no reason. You get happy for no reason. Sometimes you feel like an endorphin feeling of just from any type of high. You can imagine acid or some crazy shit. The greatest high you can feel, ease and mollies. Yeah, you get that feeling just coming over you for no reason. Sometimes it lasts for an hour or two. Sometimes it lasts for 24 hours to 72 days of just straight ecstasy, like when you're coming, not after you come or during having sex. No, that feeling of just right when you come, for like a day or two or just that. That feels incredible for 15, 20 minutes. A whole day of it, I was like, please make it go away. What the fuck is this? Same days too, you just get like you on an E or Molly, you're like, please make it go away. There's a video I did called The Underworld, when it was one of those feelings came over. That's when I first learned about people's thoughts actually manifest and come onto you. Let me tell you, and when I first got into this world, or my psychic abilities activated. You know, the first thing that happened was like intuitionally my mind told me to go to the sea and pray to the four corners. I don't know why. I never did nothing like that before. I just went down to the ocean and I stood there and I did a prayer and I faced all four directions. It was like my insides knew, or the higher me came in my body. It was ready now. And so now it's telling me nature is really your governor, your guide, your judge, your executioner, and you have to work with it. You work through them. So it was like, I felt now, oh shit, I'm not alone. This is what's been going on. These dragons I see in the clouds that appear in my sheets, appear everywhere, was just a portal that, if you look back a year or a half ago, all I was talking about is dragons, only pictures of dragons, clouds of dragons. That's in my past now. I passed those levels, but I had to go through those to get to those levels. That's why in the beginning of the Revelations, they speaking about unlocking the seventh seal. You hear them say the dragon comes. And so I unlocked my seventh seal. It's a fact that you follow that book, you will follow my post, you hear the whole story. It's the same, I'm on Patmos on the island going through the same situation. It's a weird thing that got me stuck here like, yo, I need to learn all of this, experiment with it, and research it. That's what motivates me to do this, because it's scientific evidence given from first-hand opinion. I haven't given y'all no information out, no books. I'm not no person speculating out of a book saying that, yo, this is what they're trying to say. Now it's for me, I read the book and I could equate it to my experience and explain it. That's the difference from somebody who's on YouTube just trying to read a book and tell you what they're saying in the book, but they never experienced it. I could say I'm the real deal. I'm not bragging or boasting, trying to say anything, but we need somebody that actually is not going to be speculating, that could touch the inner core of your soul, because my soul hear the same thing your soul hear, but your soul just don't pay it no attention for one reason or another, distraction it may be, or whatever, we not tuned in. So by you listening to me, it's the same thing as listening to the inner of yourself, and you pass it on. You do it. It's that simple. I'm not going nowhere. You know, I mean, it's like you share a psychic body. We all is an entanglement of the subatomic world, so we all is in each other regardless. You see me in your dreams, in your intuition, even in thought. I'm nothing negative. I'm here to help you, so I wouldn't even be showing myself here. But what I'm just trying to show you is what's good for you. When you know what's good for you, guess what? You know what's bad for you. That's all. We don't know each other from a hole in the wall, so it got to be just something good. If not, just delete the negative. Whatever you disagree with, just push it to the side. No love lost, and we continue on a building, sharpening swords. You know, everybody chip in. You leave a comment, say your 2 cents, I add in. It's no war. It's all love. You understand? And we don't do love. We just do it. Let's just do it. Because when we talk about love, we talk about polarity. Because whoever loves me is eventually going to hate me when they don't see me doing things their way. So don't love me. You understand? Because that means you're going to eventually hate me. Only a person fully conscious will understand that, because he's only one fully able to express love on a universal scale that has no karmatic duality to it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Hold on, let me tie my sneaker. Yeah, so this chakra system that now activates when your nervous system goes into haywire is literally your invitation into the higher worlds. In those worlds, it's like you have rainbows and sub-rainbows. You count the rainbow as the colors you see in the rainbow. You will count the sub-rainbow, the cusp between the two colors that forms the different shades to make that new color. You know, that's a magnetic field band that people live in. We live in between the cusp of that, you can say. So these now rainbow correspond with the circadian rhythm of the earth, which is also in line with the electromagnetic frequency colors of from 0 megahertz, which is sound, all the way up to the highest form of it, you know, whether it's a gamma or something like that. But we ourselves live in the visible light spectrum of this frequency band. Let me see what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it the biofield. You know, I'm gonna break it down for you, but let's go into the next video, and I could take it in from there, because I might as well, break it down to you so we could understand what scalar waves, party key, party chi, and party k elements, and so you get a better understanding. So just go to the next video after this. I'm gonna take it there. I'm mad tired too. If I look a little lazy, sluggish, or whatever, I did a crazy meditation. Whew. I just did my first little Dragon Ball Z battle with somebody. I don't know who it is, but it was kind of cool. You know, I don't do battles or anything, but we had a little, I guess somebody was testing me. It could have been an ancestors, but that's nice. I'll explain it to you in the next video. One love, University of Consciousness.